I'm mentally ill. I just got out of jail for the 6th time. In fact, my last time I was in jail, I was in the psych ward facing 5 years in prison. This is over 11 years ago. But facing 5 years in prison, I was in the psych ward. I was disabled by my government because of my mental health. And he's telling me people want to hear from me. Like I was a nobody. I got like 2 likes on post. Like I had nothing. I'm a drug addict and mentally ill and had a lot of issues that, again, I won't go into all of it here today, but like, why would people want to hear from me? And he's the one that inspired me to just start, like right after I got out of jail, to start sharing my story. And I hadn't been successful yet. I hadn't been in a movie yet. I hadn't done anything yet. I had not accomplished a thing yet, really. I was just starting my journey. But me documenting my journey and being vulnerable where I was at, being honest about it, is how I built my first podcast up to 500,000 downloads an episode. And that's before I got kicked off the internet. Sometimes you can tell too much of the truth, but that's another conversation. But I'm grateful for that because it wasn't about me flexing like, hey, check out my cars. In fact, the last car I had owned was a brand new BMW X5 diesel. I bought that thinking people would think I was cool, thinking it was going to help me get more sex. I'm not trying to be inappropriate. I'm just being honest. I thought like, oh man, people are going to think I'm awesome and want to hang out with me. Nah, guess what? I ended up sleeping in that car for 2 weeks because I lost my home because I didn't have any money because I was partying too much. So, but that was part of my story. So don't sweat where your story's at. If you're not a smashing success yet and you haven't had your dreams come true yet, who cares? Who cares? The fact that you're pursuing it. And here's the other thing. By you starting to document your journey and talk about it vulnerably and honestly, you're also holding yourself accountable because when you start talking about your journey publicly, now you have accountability partners called your audience. And let me tell you something. Your audience, not everyone stays with you. People come and go. I've had some of the same people that watch my videos now. There's a core of them that watched from the beginning. And they are there to hold me accountable, to not let me give up. Those same people are the same people 11 years ago that heard me talking about coming to Africa. It took 11 years, but here I am fine. But they've been there the whole time. Every mental breakdown, every struggle, relapses, they were there for me because I shared openly and honestly. So don't copy another creator. Don't copy me. Don't copy your friend. Don't copy your mom. Don't copy anyone that's popular. Be yourself. Use your voice. You will evolve on your own. You will change on your own. But when you change who you are to fit into someone else's box, to be more like them, you're wasting time. Like you're basically setting yourself back because the minute you get exposed for not being authentic and real, and we're going to get into this later, you might as well start at the very beginning and start all over. Be yourself. You were created the way you were in the way that you are for a reason. Be that. Be that. Extracting the principle and applying it to your own material. Just like your own story, your own overcomings, your own hardships that you've overcome, your own stories, your own wisdom. Share that. Share the lessons that you've learned in life. Those things matter from your perspective. And it's not going to look like other people's, and it's not supposed to. Your truth will attract your own tribe. Being interesting. I don't even know what that means. This is not my PowerPoint. Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay. The story spine. I didn't even want to use this one either. Okay, let's go into this. 5 parts. Every story that ever moved a room has all 5. Miss one and the audience fills the gap, even if they cannot name it. Okay, I'm going to do this one slowly. I hope you guys can see. Can you see this on your screen okay? The PowerPoint? Can you, you can? Okay, good. So before, where you were in concrete detail, like that part, where you came from. I've seen, oh my God, since I've been in Cameroon, I've said this before to the people I talk to here and even back in America, but like the homeless people in America have it easier than people in Cameroon. From what I've seen, I have a whole new perspective on, I don't even know what the right word is, but I'm inspired by it because I see people do more do more with less, but like living without electricity for weeks, living without running water, the internet. I'm fortunate that I have Starlink, but if I had to rely on regular internet, I'd be in a lot of trouble. Like, I don't even think we'd get through this. But people deal with some rough, the roads flooding everywhere. It's crazy. It's crazy what people have to go through here every day. And but to know that, to see what they do with their lives anyway, that's inspiring to me. And like the impact, like how they've survived, and the way, the wisdom and the genius, and the way that they find a way when it seems like there's no way, like that stuff is amazing. And like people want to know about that, because the rest of the world, especially America, is about to deal with what a lot of Africans and Cameroonians, and I don't know what it's like in Kenya, but they're about to suffer for the problems that they've caused the world. And I won't go too deep in that, but so a lot of the ways that Africans have learned to survive and thrive, and while having a lot of, I don't know if unfair is the right word, but let's just say that from my perspective, Africa has been raped and pillaged of its resources, and has really been treated unfairly. The African farmers have been treated unfairly, and those things need to change. But that said, they are changing. But that's part of the story, the before, concrete detail. And here's the other thing, why this is important. The world doesn't know the truth about Africa. The world doesn't know the truth about Africa, because Hollywood in America that makes the movies told their version that the world saw, and that's what the world believes. They see the infomercials of the starving kids with flies eating them. Like, that's the image people have in their head of Africa. And so it's very important. And one of the best things that you all can do from a financial standpoint, especially in a world that's desperate for stories, real stories, is to really get in deep with the before part of the story. What life was really like, not what Hollywood said, what it was like from the perspective of the people who live here.